news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready.
Of the NDC and President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, that's led to the loss of lives of some 11 or more people at the Anglo Gold Ashanti mines in Obuasi and Newmont in a related violence. This, in our view, is a very important matter that some of you in the media have talked about, but we think that it requires the attention of all of us as a people to nip this in the bud. Those souls that died or perished on that day needn't be dead as we speak. They had a chance to be alive, except that the NDC and the leadership of their party, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, were negligent. Before I go on, let me stop here and extend the sincere condolences of our party, all of our membership, our leadership, to the families and friends of these Ghanaians who happen to be members of the National Democratic Congress who perished on Sunday, the 19th of January. Ladies and gentlemen, the NDC resorted to violence immediately following the peaceful elections on December 7th, which election they won, the presidential and the legislative election they won. And the New Patriotic Party, led by our flag bearer, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, considered defeat appropriately. And they, in Obuasi, when the incorrigible thugs of the NDC thought that they could invade a private company, which sadly resulted in this bloodshed that we're talking about. All of these violent incursions by the NDC thugs and grassroots members received the tacit support of the NDC leadership and President John Dramani Mahama. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, you remember many of these attacks. Many of these attacks. The plot was to show you some of these videos, but I'm very much aware that you have them. You have copies. We watch them on your screens. Some of them you reported online. We watched them. So you are aware of these videos that I'm talking about. But as time goes on, if you can show them to you, we'll key them out for you to see. But many of these violent instances you are aware of. I'll just take a minute to outline a few. If we get a video, you watch them. But it started with attacks on the EC offices, destruction of pink sheets and related electoral materials and evidence in constituencies the NDC knows they've lost. And police installations also came under attack, and you recall the infamous attack at the Tema Central police station, with the pressure on police to declare the NDC winners of that seat. At the end of the day, you have seen where the result has gone, but the NDC at the time, with their leadership, tacitly encouraging its people to go and rampage these state institutions and security installations. And the strange thing was that the police could not do anything under the pressure and the inducement of the NDC leadership for their thugs to attack these security posts. The NDC thugs attacked the following.
The last question I want to find out from you has to do with recruitment. There are many people out there who think, wrongly do, that you don't need certificate to enter any of the security service. You can just go, just work for a political party, and you can be recruited. I'll recruit our boys, do this. I want to ask you a specific question. Will you recruit unqualified people into the Ghana Police Service, into the Ghana Immigration Service, into the Fire Service, and other security services?
Unqualified persons, no.
Thank you very much.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Odds Digital Online.
Has to do with recruitment. There are many people out there who think, wrongly do, that you don't need certificate to enter any of the security service. You can just go, just work for a political party, and you can be recruited. I'll recruit our boys, do this. I want to ask you a specific question. Will you recruit unqualified people into the Ghana Police Service, into the Ghana Immigration Service, into the Fire Service, and other security services?
Unqualified persons, no.
Thank you very much. Tanomni.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Odds Digital Online.
Who are you going to beat? Honorable Nogbe of Ashama sought permission from his leaders, and I'm happy that the respected majority leader said no to his request. That leader, allow us to beat them. Who are you going to beat? Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, never, ever. I want my respected colleague Nogbe to know, never, ever should it be that he would open his mouth to say he would beat somebody in this house. He is gaining notoriety for this. We are all brothers and sisters in this chamber. When we are unhappy about something, we express that displeasure But we will not attack anybody. We are law abiding. So I will plead with my respected friend Nogbe that in future, when there are such things, he should know how he would make certain utterances. I will not accept it, but today, because of the engagement with my respected colleague, who is also my senior, the majority leader remains my senior, and I respect him, and I respect the chair, and our side will respect your side, all in the interest of Ghana. But this...
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all back and ready to go on your favorite...
Ashama sought permission from his leaders, and I'm happy that the respected majority leader said no to his request. That leader, allow us to beat them. Who are you going to beat? Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker. Oh, call. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker. Never, ever. I want my respected colleague Nogbe to know, never, ever should it be that he would open his mouth to say he would beat somebody in this house. He is gaining notoriety for this. We are all brothers and sisters in this chamber. When
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
We will not attack anybody. We are law abiding. So I will plead with my respected friend Nogbe that in future, when there are such things, he should know how he would make certain utterances. I will not accept it, but today, because of the engagement with my respected colleague, who is also my senior, the majority leader remains my senior, and I respect him, and I respect the chair, and our side will respect your side, all in the interest of Ghana. But this...
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
On renting private jet, any time that the president, any time that the I'm saying any time that the president's jet was not available, the communication squadron jet was not available for whatever reasons, the president always rented it and used it. The difference today is that the current jet is serviceable. It can move. It is working. It is wrong for the President of the Republic to be going on commercial jets when the jet that Ghana used their money to pay for and buy is available and it's working.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
I have no problem at all. In fact, Mr. Speaker, if the President of the Republic, for some reason, this jet is not available and he goes to rent a private jet, I will have no problem at all. Take it from me, I will have no problem at all. Private jet.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
What And then the Minister of Finance granting clearance to the Minister for Education to recruit site number of teachers as may be desirable for the running of our educational system. As and when we get the clearance, we would honor those numbers. Thank you.
Senior.
Those vacancies, who is willing to go? And then the Minister of Finance granting clearance to the Minister for Education to recruit site number of teachers as may be desirable for the running of our educational system. As and when we get the clearance, we would honor those numbers. Thank you.
Senior.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Every one of us is a common knowledge that the world market price is spiking up on the back of global cocoa shortage. And so when you go to the world market, at the time they announce the price, the average price was $10,711 before 2025. Every one of us is a common knowledge that the world market price is spiking up on the back of global cocoa shortage. And so when you go to the world market, at the time they announce the price, the average price was $10,711 before 2025. Every one of us is a common knowledge that the world market price is spiking up on the back of global cocoa shortage. And so when you go to the world market, at the time they announce the price, the average price was $10,711 before 2025. Every one of us is a common knowledge that the world market
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
My wife, Mary, Safwa Yebua.
Oh, very well.
Sometimes when I'm coming out, I don't know about church, me say, Chino, Mensua, Namin Bomadin, Namin Kanaye.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Honorable nominee, you say on your CV that you speak English, Dagbani, Hausa, and Twi.
That's true.
I am thus far.
That's true.
I am thus far impressed with your Twi. I'm sure that there is a Southern inspiration.
That's Parliament House. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station.
Honorable Aaron Edrisu, the patrol, why a MP in Fiesane?
I bet it's 20 years in there.
Very well. So those are, you've passed.
Hooked on to the world's famous
Hot FM.
Please go ahead and address it.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Kaja Israel, Kaja Egypt, Kaja Ethiopia, Kaja Sudan, Waja Shong. Kaja Ikushima, Wani me kona me Waja Shong. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali,
news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mema Obibia Achi Deba Hot Digital Online Radio. So, and the year 26th of January 2025 in the year of our Lord. Thank you for choosing us. Thank you for selecting the best weekend review show here in the diaspora on your best station, Hot Digital Online Radio. Radio Bakopa, just say Amansengina etie ewo obimanso aha. Medin check kasepa edema say yenwo donti no ende kusiada esifo kwesiada yusu wenyambre ajembre try say ye beba na yakọ nsama the pain etwem ewo Ghana man nyina mu ne akotri ne akobenku ne akonifa ne yeka ne yeti nyina no ende yebehye mo ase na sene da ye no yetumi abedi hu abobo adane no na yeso ya church ya adwen as citizens to help contribute our views and opinions to shaping the agenda and the affairs of our dear motherland Ghana. Enti meda wasipa se with me ajembre na sabre weneme babedi and so also ewo sa embre ewo Hot Digital Online Radio. So your best weekend review kase ba ko we are seeing obia etie sabre woko Ghana yibim ayetie amanfu etie ewo US Kenya minimo obi so tie wo Nigeria obi tie wo no sa so na woko Germany, Berlin. I've got a listener there. Landing handy and be brave. Yes, opening mouth for opening mouth for opening tubation ku ebiem ewo erita sabre nyagro kra and we be mubia tb asopa moye de. So that is it. So it's another wonderful day, another beautiful time to where we're going to have great moment on radio with news review inti menawa sibio nafi madawa sewie na akwaba ediaba program no so no maminchia the president of Hot Digital Radio but the boss himself, Boss Van Dyke, boss and a baby will be a Michio papa Michio Bushafin will Michio Mumbani Obia Michio Chubia and Gopon Kamo na weekend Uncle Ye mom. That's right. Maminchi open man for so station manager. Open baby will be a anape Michio Midi check sepa edemo. Thank you for all the work you are doing here. It's amazing. Yakupon shop papa na Uncle Domo Amonzen na faye wejumana area no. Let me and say I would actually take you through what has really trended on our front pages, and then befa ensamno mienu biegu aponso na yetumi adol muye, na yetumi atre yen adren on those various issues, sina da no enti ende mestre say ubenya brepa na also what contributing. It's going to be a very interactive program as we do every day. Yeah, so without much ado, I can say 11 minutes na Primuato, and we'll go straight to our various platforms. Now, share what is trending on the front pages, and then after we would take our two, and then I'll put it on the table. Now you to me adane. But then as part of the program lineup, senior die, I will open the phone lines, and you would also come in so that you bring your input on the various topics that we will be discussing. And this is the weekend review here on Hot Digital Online Radio. About another romantic media programming, and one charming as usual is your man Roya. And one fro be na catching and say Charlie waba baja kunja yababe didi in on what is going on in Ghana, on the various top stories in Ghana. Yeah, and but you say fro be bomodana fro be na catching and brena soon yababe tie Ghana sem na ye di Ghana and komo yahwe ne ekoso ewo Ghana, and not only Ghana, but we would also look at what is going on in our world entirely. And ebehwe some so ekoso ewo we are seeing na yetumi enwonia ekoso ija one tier, and yet so we will be doing that. Frobi na kachre no na afi so obetumi share your app no. Our app is available on App Store. That is Hot Digital Radio app. It's on App Store. And no woko App Store and yani say go download and to download na wa share yeah na obi so to meet you. Obetumi so I download ewo Play Store as well. Yeah, iso Android no. You bet me download our Play Store. Now, if you use my iPhone no App Store, App Store na wa download no come. You bet me so ABI I know you're too long a processor. You can just go to www.hotdigitalonlineradio. Then you can tune in from there. I think that even there you can also have the opportunity now. When some of the top stories are also in Ghana and the whole of Africa on our page www.hotdigitalonline.com. And see one body na share one body na share. YouTube, so we are live. You can follow us there. You can tune in there, and then have full participation of the program this morning. And once you do that, and also to me share so that everyone can have the opportunity to also participate in the program. So it's gonna be very interactive, and I'm saying we're hoping the phone lines at a very good time so that you can also come in as well. Minchia Brakwami Germany, Brakwami, you are tuning in from Germany. Listen to me. Thank you very much. Michia Honorable Christian Yoamo, former assembly member of Tamamo electoral area, Honorable Mpocho Anape Michiro Papa, also a Ebwema team, but I say lawyer Albert Sosu, lawyer Anape Michiro, Councillor Michiro Papa. Thank you for tuning in. You are supporting by all the time watching and prompting. Thank you very much for doing that. That's a great support from a good brother. And the Councillor Medase Papa Anape. Thank you for tuning in to listen. Mr. George Doe. Skinky, and a pay Mitchell also that was it's a tuning also a team. Thank you very much, Mr. George Doe. Thank you. A very good morning to you as well, you and your family. Maybe that's a part and a pay also a tuning. Team and you I think I've already shut you out. I've shouted you out already. So very good morning to you. You've also tuned in and you are listening to me from Erif, here in London. Thank you very much. So is the weekend review here on Hot Digital Online Radio, the best station in the diaspora. Mucha more sema katikati bi aba. Mebala, yeboko page no do straight na yahwe in some other pain about to Ghana there what Ghana on ya kind of left and right bim de bebre na na ate na so mpemfo mu ana mo say nam dodo on saying quite you know we will do more of that so that we can also have the opportunity to share our opinions and views this morning. Thank you very much. This is Royal. It's hot weekend review.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Them say me no fit jump, them say you no fit jump, them say we no fit jump. Them say me no fit jump, them say you no fit jump, them say we no go fit jump. I'm a girl when you want to my boy, not I catch my walk.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
All right, and see, Memo Akwaba, I say there, keep you down on the best station in the diaspora, Hot Digital Online Radio, for the weekend news review. Thank you very much for doing that. And see, I'm there. You have a straight to young platforms, no do not yashe. The pain in some akugwa in some water Ghana no what kind of left and right center throughout the whole week and see me no call the front pages na yashe the major stories are wiki naturally wa kodo ewo Ghana ankasa and to start with I'll go to let me get to my first story. I'm going to start in some or start from Monday going. Then we build it from there. So I would actually start with this one. The pain, Constitution Committee review, and I say Constitution review committee in some the pain as one of the top stories, Chede Otashiri Ankasa Miyuka say, the President of the Republic of Ghana has constituted and has formed a Constitution Review Committee at one share na Ghana 1992 Constitution yadebo yan brano yanhwe na se nsakrai bi botuma bema yanhwe na ombrem se botum so ayade bibia kan wa yanhwe na yanye no edwuma ndi president no we expert when you meeting what wasn't what them biano nazen and so as I'm talking to you form 5 experts Mr. 5 form experts one more there nyame boa at least by 5 months one share na one for recommendations in bra na untum na one find and share constitution no mu kana say bi ono se bi no be ma one share no one year say e bi so bi no ba kan one share obeyi bi so efima when you film that is one of the stories that goes on but also no one somebody on a baby brain Bebra na watch one people so no caution there it's a good step in the right direction because ngofu bebre na wa frɛ the one share na constitution yenyen sakra bi ewom no to one boa oman Ghana it's a good step in the right direction bi muso so caution there one share na one fa bibia or the azibia obaba it wouldn't benefit the nation. Bebrena is speculating, say, it's an attempt. It's an attempt to remove some things and share on favor, certain even people in the top or at the top. But that is their speculations. And I think that by 5 months, by 5 months, we will know whatever the outcome would be. So that is what's going on here. But it's good, and we would encourage the president the oboshe not nasi form na the experts in the most baby why bibia oboshe na wabwa Ghana oboshe no wabwa Ghana. Yes, and then na obilika baby there yenhwe na when changing na 3 times biambe another 3 times biambe no obilika the one share na constitution when reviewed to the extent there say presidents may be allowed to go for 3rd term on a day na or part of there it will be something that will not be accepted. So as part of cautioning another, as part of a prompt na or part of there one share review the day it will be good for Ghana, but one share na there will not be any attempt to review it to the point that Obabande presidents would be or would have the opportunity to go for 3rd term and 3 terms. There was some speculations bimusuna wants to question there one share na yentum undo them level no. It's some speculations for some people. Yes, that is their speculations. And by bumpire there, the review would actually be in total onkofa chimambia embrayan democracy onkofa ohobia embrayan democracy nembo besheni mukina na wama ma osefata na oboboa Ghana nyina no wetum na waye. So that is it, and so we'll wait for the by 5 months na yashe ma obabim on that. This is Daily Graphic front page. Now, the same front page, and one of the stories wiki chade na watashi bebia no numun samene de tafrache na oya yimshishi oya your papa was the clash between Anglo Gold Ashanti, Boise, and the military. Now, story no say 8 killed in clash with military at Anglo Gold Ashanti or Boise mine, and then no one said something to be brave. Na yet there. Some party fubina watechi na we are to then journalists be cram ponukra atochima na chade to mude no some the wiki wa can be brave because na be na susu there ono na otina radio do na or insight there nko na onko tu inshare Anglo Gold Ashanti photo na also one J1 chafa ewo assassin award you but then all these things were speculations because I was saying that I did not have a law a court order, and as a court confirmation and certification there obi na why insight in na kano or kanaka because ebia beti or radio do another, but I think that once a court has not declared and certified that yes indeed obi and no show obi kutu ponde onko na do obi no share youth no kutu ponde onko Ashanti Gold company no onko tu nche wondo another onko de wo demand one portion of whatever belongs to them, another one assassin since court has not given any certification openly I can't confirm, I can't boldly confirm that obi no question obi the onkonko ye in the no Canada Ghana for can be brave based on what people heard and all that what can be brave, but I would still be at a point to say I've not seen any letter, any information from our Supreme Court and our court baby are there. Onimpebi journalist be na o insight there in Kofunko na wonko to share Angle Gold Ashanti do na dam oyene kakrake ya nkrofo people say 8 killed. People say 8, but I think it extends to more than 8 because I think I saw it somewhere. There were about 22 people. As at Wednesday, I heard it somewhere say, but 22 people in a were we through that. But it's raising a lot of questions, a lot of concerns as to how and where Ghana is going currently. It raises a lot of concerns as to where Ghana is going. But it's one of the major issues we will be, reviewing very well. But without time, because of time, I will pause for now and then give you more of the stories, and then we will tackle it. We will actually look at this and other, and the main things here for the meantime, and then let me come back. We see AGA ordered to foot medical bills and facilitate brutal barrier of disease. In terms of the same Ashanti Gold and military clash na Nkofube 22 we no asamana we also a death at Obuasi mines. Anglo Gold Ashanti ordered to foot medical bills. In terms of there na also President Mahama Kaden Kobeya one share na one share one when you go hospital now they know one share one medical bills na after so one so fufu and fiat antwata wash one kwano when I will go much in sunka one share na one pay one crab so that is also what is on that page. I think it has to, or it's connected to the story I was talking about early on. Yeah, see, that is it. Wiki also former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo could pay Thanksgiving service biase. Now one order together. I say I came in peace and left in peace. Akufo-Addo proud of legacy. In the what na ultra there, I remember going for the 8 years, or the Asumdre or the Bay. Na Oban Asumdre so. Okono asumdrim nti na odu to God the Yankopon ase de obana asumdrim wasanso okono asumdrim nti also na it was on the page. Now many dead in Anglo Gold NDC tax clash nti this is being connected Anglo Gold clash and paper way all connecting with the NDC tag or the NDC fubi na washechi and woman for pushing for the wonko na wonko pill more one chafa Anglo Gold company na as I said we'll we would actually tackle it in total, so it will go on so that I can give you more of the stories and then we can proceed. So bloody clashes confront Mahama. Several people killed in Obuasi and Totroso. I think a lot. So we'll come back. We'll come back. Let me skip this one and then bloodshed in Obuasi and the Obuasi now. Soldiers pump bullet into 7 miners. Commander-in-chief orders probe into the killings, and so now it was big on the front pages. In the Obuasi now, Obuasi dama that does it. But then, as I said, I will skip and I give you more of other stories, and then we can come back to this. We will tackle it properly. And see, let me go to other stories. Let me go to other stories. We see 13 billion debt hangs over road sector. Minister designate reveals. And see, the paying and Minister of road designated. Minister designate reveals 135 billion debts. And the wiki and minister on the wapa on the Nyameboa say parliament won't be arena say what you need to ma on be road minister na on farmer Ghana na we in order to go there almost we do state in the clenty also 135 billion ɛka na ɛkɔ Ghana yɛn road na da ɔdado 135 billion na ebisa wɔn dɛ dɛm ka ofi himfa na ɔbɔtɔ Ghana do. So I think that it's very important that it can be probed into as to where that 135 billion or Eco Ghana. We all know the status of our roads. Koshe CCR no menyuka say meyen ntiye de malam overhead no. Itokro kakake bia oda wonoma chede overhead no do amankasa no I've passed there several times ade car afa da we no do the impact of we no we na feeling when the cars pass before but as if they can no. So I was actually surprised to hear it yesterday. Said the tokrono still now one man. Season what's it tokrono? Why expand that to the extent that even when you are standing on the overhead, right? Overhead road no. When you are standing on the overhead, you can even see the ground. And I ask myself, say, Ghana at this point in life, we can get to a point that your road, you to me maintain in armor today. Such things should happen on a major road overhead. It raises a lot of questions. But here lies the case about 135 billion. It also ordered. Indeed, that 135 billion, where did they pass? Where is that money? So busa no ko boy ya what the yeding. Busa no ko boy ya what the yeding. Anyway, obi weka de on what I 106,000 plus kilometers of roads and all that. But then I think that the minister now abano sister on what I so you should be able to find where 135 billion Ghana cedis econo bibia ofri nesika no so se oji ya bibia ohye odo hwe na o magana fu won wonya won ti ase because all this money is taxpayers money Ghana fu wonya won ti ase na wa be ya obo requirement o ba reset no so won hwe na ye rules no so portals na ade no portals no ibi na portals ko our overhead do ijina wa ijina of no do you can see the ground. I mean say them portal no it's not easy when you bump into it. It's not easy. On your own couldn't say singer, dam a malam overhead, and your own couldn't put say say ne feed them a from malam overhead and answer look of Bowie after the first traffic light look of Bow. Porto is built the look on where sales now. Porto is been ordered the woman. Maza, so don't I drip na say crocana and namodoing one and show crab I say car. And you ask yourself that road maintenance over years is a problem to Ghana. Road maintenance over years is a problem to Ghana. There are places that is not what I want to go into. Maybe that will be for another time. So maybe that will be for another time. Now, free SHS won't be cancelled. Minister designated for education. Ura Aruna Idrisu. Na wiki sort about to go there free SHS inyanda over cancel into Ghana free na when you come to yem there free SHS one cancel it will go on and see wash body one cancel. But then I think I overheard him saying in the house, in the Parliament House over the week there, overshare na why means obey na I'm there. I also meet today. It might come to a point those who can pay school fees would have to pay. Those who would have to pay school fees would have to pay. Now, me question me peda me be saying there. Then if we would want to do it in such a way that those who can pay their fees would have to pay their own fees, then why don't let those people go to private schools and then leave the government school to the people who can't afford to pay their fees, who can't afford, and they would have to go for free. I think this should be clear, so that if you can't, if you can pay your fees, and then take your children to private schools, right? Because you can pay your fees. And say for you to come and contend with government schools, now if you order them discrepancies in the Babana, then let's make it so simple. And the private schools are available. So what to make your fees now? Go take your children to what? Private schools in Boom. Then leave the government school to the people who can pay. Oh no, we will know that those who can pay their fees are those in the government school. I think we can probably make it easy. So when you are going to government school, we know that because you can't afford your fees, that's why you are going to government school. You understand? But then I think that if we believe that government school is for all, then we can't also bring that discrepancies there. Those who are supposed to pay their fees, who can pay their fees, would have to pay. You get, because the work must be easy, so that we won't get to a point obi as non koya you know, afi it might come to the point it will affect the needy, the vulnerable, and the poor in the society at large, so that it will not affect them. Because in the point there was certain crofo, there won't quite one school fees nade, you know, one shana also wakofa or how the or how naba or how babande now the other those which are other those who put to one school fees or the which are intino and no one should share nothing and shall not, because you will be the organo, you will be that you will be the organa into bone and shall not or the namana chade no so na school fees because Buana and starting what you printing fee, what you dummy fee, what you dummy fee, what you wait, Buana school fees now no watching. Inti I may imagine saying then go by. Why don't we do it that way, or can't we do that way? If you can pay your fees, if you can pay for your children's school fees, take them to private schools, and then leave the government school to those who can pay, so that government would pay for them. Because the purpose of the whole thing is that government to pay for the needy, the vulnerable, so that they would have opportunity to also to go to school. Easy. And also to break the gap for both the rich, the poor, and everyone to be to enjoy what belongs to government. But if we think those who can pay, if we want to bring discrepancies, then let those who can pay go to their private schools, and leave the ones who can pay to the government. You know, I think that would be. But anyway, that is also that is what that is how I see it. But and that is my piece of you know, my opinion anyway. That mean I mean ben so be no be simple amen. Because all there at this point we have to know it. See, if in there people can pay, should pay, then let's do it that way. I think that would minimize the tension and be brave, you know. Or by simple. And the local government school it's because you can't pay your fees. That's why government is paying for you. On a cramp to help and reduce them scan or do because you are thousands of cities no or then go to get a placement in Yamani. All those things will come down. So maybe order me and say order wash and wash. So that is it from Honorable Aruna Idrisu saying that you know also free SHS one council, but that is it. Let me move on to other story. Anodonpre slums NDC bow heads in shame over Boise killings in Damana, and this is work, and that is on the other paper. But let me move on. Let me try and then proceed to other paper. Mama orders probe. Was the paper on Tuesday, Wednesday. As Mama probes, you know, Boise mine deaths. That is it. So I think I've spoken on that already. I'll move on. MPP would definitely present Baumia for 2028 MPP MP, and the coming 2028 and some 2028 MPP doubt to go there definitely, you know, and MPP would present Dr. Mahamadou Baumia, but no, we will live to see if it would happen. Lawyer Ejiji Tamlako, head National Petroleum. Okay. Now you there movement for alliance or yeah Alan Abu Sakara and co movement in our work on these are we're dissolving into them in Kabomono new view. That's for your information anyway. That's for your information. Them in Kabomono when you view. Let me move from there and go to other stories. Let me move from there and go to other story. I've got a lot, but I'm going to make sure that I can be very precise and concise on what I can bring on board, so that we can go to our main stories. 17 more ministers nominated, cabinet secretary, 9 presidential staffers also named. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or the 17 more ministers. But I think this week he finalized with his, total ministerial appointment. As for appointment in the Inyada Obama, Wabble offended 60, on man on board 60. And the wiki there or the final list in the Parliament. I'm sure as we move on, we would find out what happened there. But we and I'm going to look at there. 60 ministers are wash Ghana for in our there. Or the Maganians, Ghana for was some chill. Ghana for Ajatum. Number Azar Ghana for was trying there. In there, Obama 60 of another all two, offended ministers do aba 60. Na appointment to Flagstaff House na nonke kauna. Obasanjo we did back to the public person aye bebre. On there has been a lot of speculations that they will not be happy with the president. And he say, I think over the week, one of the MPP communicators not watch there the president obowie ni ministerial appointment no na owie ni ministerial appointment na Obasan wa hwe ni ofana then other appointment to other institutions today, Flagstaff House na no nkeka won other appointment no what should obey be pray sin former government means award in year ndi inyada obey obato ministers no do na appointment to the Flagstaff House already there 9 presidential staffers Flagstaff House you offend and go for by nkoko 9 and as isa no you there we push one akọ Flagstaff House no bebre special advisor on the no one some bebre na we and what president no kokọ there another MP what's the washer and I think at the end of the day we would all see and we can do the comparison as it is being speculated to see say we can see the discrepancy we can see the difference between the past government and then the current government and its quest to ensure that it will not put burden and load on the public purse so long as the ministerial and appointments are concerned. And the yebeshe na young mensa obako. But currently cabinet secretary and 9 presidential staffers na winning into the young obedichi na yashe mensa obako. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, one of the Minister of Information, Foreign Affairs. Hey, Minister of Information, Debbie. Ministry of Information, Ankasa no one some so or hopa, ebeshani ashe no one some na yaka. Ministry of Information, I know say me information I mean there. The Ghana Journalists Association is demanding the whereabouts of Ministry of Information. They are demanding of. We will look at that story again because since today we are not seeing the whereabouts of our information ministry, and it is very important. We cannot be in Ghana without being informed, and if we have to be informed, we have to know where they were about of the information ministry. And this one, we as journalists, we as student of journalism, everybody I think will be interested in the whereabouts of the information ministry. But Ura Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa and me you can say okoye obabaye top minister, so long as Ghana's foreign affairs and foreign policies and all that international relations in is concerned. The honor obabaye yen minister of foreign affairs in the passport na de ban honor obabaye passport na look on no sense mean obabaye na why we do much harm that is it now. Muntaka inso there or Minister of Interior. I mean you can say I'm there. Parliament are approving. Parliament are approving. Honorable Mintaka and also Minister of Health and so or you'll be Ricky Yemun Yatin Honsam and be a Defense Minister. In the first no honorable we offended. Basisiano Omane Boama na Obeye Defense Minister. And see this and other 17 and President order to go. I think that the final way in Krampo Aqua Parliamenta. He's a parliament person where she na we tum. One way now to me na we be Ghana and him as part of the ministerial appointment to help the president form his government and also work out his offended his mandate for the people of Ghana. People say Bolly on fire over Mohammed's ministerial snub. Na the week is ukupui Bolly Bamboy oye President Mahama ni offended ni Kroma Bibiofia wachana asama no lokodo no no nyasam kakaba osande enkofubi na on task them. Them ministerial appointment here already one ikrono and one constituency no when your minister be free on now ono na to address their grievances no or they would try ija to kronum. This I don't understand what is going on in Ghana. And in Tanzania yet in there who there NDC supporters be so what's one task there BB Sanko Yosepa do also to address their grievances no so we treja atukrum and this is is it like that we can't address our issues lawfully Anna. What is going on in Ghana? Says we can't address our issues lawfully and then yet to yell democracy nana. Don't we have channels of addressing our issues? Then this is after 2024 no. Tada nti bibia lasa another or there bibia na edije nya utumi ye bibia na there won seka bibia na ode tweja na edu to chrome another no there attack na. What is going on in Ghana? I think it is very, very uncalled for and we need to quickly address it. Because Ghana is known as a very peaceful and safe place. Many can say reports be about a report in Orchard there. If you come to the whole of Africa, Ghana is second as the safest place in Africa. Ghana is second as the safest place in Africa. So if Ghana is second as the safest place in Africa, please, we can't jeopardize with our security and our safety. We can't tolerate violence to disturb our peace and security. Mark up before. There, we should be very conscious of ensuring there. Because, Mokodaka say, Okomodumpo, Okomodo, ini bibi dimpo, na at the end of the day, it was wasumdria. It no be any case, we no be any problem. Se ekomede wunya edibempondi kan se nye edibempondi se obotom mpo aye dry economy na aye tight aye hard na se ewo wasomdwe etumu ko wefum ne ba ono ko enyandoba ne bi enya bio e ba asomdwem etumu ko wedwuma ono ko enya eyi petty cash nya bio etumu ko you can be on the street ono se e ko hustle na se nya bio etumu be fi asomdwem baba da asomdwem nsumpo etumu nom na de da. It is better than there. Yewo sika. Yewo is benedi. Na itujina yedo anade omano ejinja. Anade omano ateta pansanya ye security. These things all you can. Oh, sometimes you can. It's bring a certain feeling because look, makade Ghana na ya won oyakupio. Ebia wo finda o ebia o bo tukwan na nyiwa busuafo nyina nyiwa akọ na nyiwa akọ tena obi mando. Fine, that is you. But in your bia no so pedo tukwan kọ tena obi nu kromu. Nti obi na yinda do onye Ghana. Obi nu kro no akọ ntumafo na busuafo nyina nkọ. Nti obeja na aberewa, obeja ni nua ne ba, obeja na akokra. Ewo Ghana. Nti se ba Ghana, oja to Ghana, mpocho yemu bi no nyenye dew. Onyenye dew kwa. Nti what is currently coming up in Ghana? Obo asede no yenkwa do. But the thing has triggered and has pricked me. Ewa, the art of now, how we are trying to resolve our issues, it is becoming very problematic. It sounds a very poor indication. There, a country that is known to be safe, that would attract investments, attract tourism, attract progress, and that becomes the basis for our development and progress. Na ye bet na wona ya tutuna ase na obia pede onya ni freedom bi ye bibia na do onya obia pede odi ne dwumedi bi wo ekwan bi odi ne nsabaka ne bibia ode otwaja etukrom ode o attack nkrofo ode nankasa ode impression nansem no ye ma onye ode owu na tete na lost of properties baba pocho we su depend na oba Ghana. Since when did this became a norm in Ghana? Since when? Because we can't jeopardize with our security. They be a bekan. On money day, you're not some Jane. Now, a new report. Ghana as the safest place. Nah, you be mind. Anyway, Koka, we find there, Abia, a thing obi. No, you take a thing obi. Asamno, oba, or there, yes, more there. A chin, ninyum the wow, one in chen. Enti, a car, obi befin de Biashada, and Nepade. But that is also what is going on. And some are making, these are not my stories, so. These are not my story. Me story. It is there on the pages, and it will not be on the pages when it is not happening. Doesn't mean those who are bringing that to the limelight are there. That is what is going on. They are being against somebody. Nobody is being against anybody. Omani ye ni yashushe. Oman ni ye ni yashushe. Ninkanko ni yashushe. And see, everybody has a role to play. And this one, I would continue to call on both the incumbent government and the opposition as well has a role to play. The opposition work is to what? Is to put the incumbent government on this tool. And so once we call on the government, I would also say the opposition should also do their work to make sure the Ghana is peace for us all. And so both incumbent and opposition, please do something about our nation currently. The current state of our nation obi apede our address an issue obi pede nseka bibia na nankasa odem brana hye nsem na so odo invade the state offend the institution no invade odo wotwaja etu ukroma no wotwa okakadan. Is it a new norm? Into the money ye na ye baba ye na say ye na mo ye yo. If this is how we want to go, it will not be good for us. So long as our peace, our security, and our development is concerned. Violence cannot be the tool for our gains. Violence cannot be the tool for our gains. How do we make violence the tool for our gains? How do we make violence the instrument for our gains? Since when did this also happen? Inti yepede ye magana o yetide nkrokro na inde nkofo chede onye neni violence ne ndam nyamanyam nti anyo kodura inde nkofo offense ban won itu na de won do wonye ejiban pondi nkofo violence na ndam nyamanyam wan mande won kro na ejinja na asumji ni baby ndam na yepede Ghana kodura na ono de be And some of us will fight against it. Some of us will fight against it. Some of us will not keep mute. Ono yebeka na mo wabeka chen bia no one kan chen. Yentina wo kra. We won't. Because Ghana no on penny yewo. On penny yewo. Nti what's it? Nsu bebre nyan kan time ma. Tell me the base ade. Nembo one share. Current government, please. Current government, please. This way of addressing how we want to gain our whatever, no. Please, current government, you have to do something about it. The mass in opposition, please, you have to do something about it. You have to do something about it. It is very, very necessary. Two of you has a role to play. Mo na mo ne nkrofo kasa wote. Mo na mo ne nkrofo kasa wote. Into one share. Na won magana asomdwe no yonya. Ena nya so citizens and communicators media persons today nya na ye kita media power no another nya na nyame adum nya opportunities a ye kita ye media power no so nya so ya kan o. I'm not going there now, but you let me go through my stories. Let me just finish up because of time. I have few minutes to really bring the main to board. And all the fancy I can in Sunankasa no amount of it can contain more bayama. Nembo mijiti there was a word to a wise is enough. Inti. While to super media way in that door. So that is it. Let me move on. So I'll say Bolly on fire over Mama's ministerial knob. And the boys want something for the boys. They want something for the boys. If they voted for you massively, you can't disappoint them. So they are demanding. Now this was only 60. I didn't know what's the only 60. Into only 60. How can you get some if the 60 has exceeded? Nti Bolly Mbofoman unya botel. Ebia the president may do reshuffle at a later time. Nti mudi munya botel na nyono na mudi jabo tukro na mo sese nyoma. Debi. It doesn't make sense. On to assume. It doesn't say anything proper about you. Nti mudi munya botel. The president no 60. Na 60 no onyi deputy mpo na you find the sister na nolia. What the munya botel munye bia. Ochina betume yebi. As I say, the munya regime in the president. Ebi obaya reshuffle. Obaya reshuffle by maybe even ebia a year or two. He may do, and so why don't you relax? He will do that. Ebia on can't jam dobeye. But he's a man of experience. He has been there before. Right? He's a man of experience. He's been there before. He has sat home as opposition leader for 8 good years. He has experience. And he knows what he can do as a president to make sure, say, the cake will be shared equally among everyone. And munya botel moi na ija your friend nyamasei moi munya botel youth of Bolly munya botel munsha boots munya botel. Just have patience with the president. Onye 1 month impo. 1 month impo nyen. It's only 1 month. Na bibi ni impo na se mopede mo twina adwujuda. Na ode motwe get to crew. Na mo se nyama. What is this? Please, on your feel. A country that has been that is on top as a very safe and peaceful country don't deserve this. Into youth of Bolly. Bolly, Mutia, please put a stop to it. Put a stop to it. Namunya Botema president, and Bruno Dra, obey reshuffle. Ebia, reshuffle no obey your MP now in the Winya ministerial appointment, no. Ono in Ebia obey minister, Ebia will continue or. It's all about tell. Let me go on because of time. The same next people also say Bolly NDC tags on rampage over ministerial snub. The same issue now. Okay, all right. So let me go on with this one. Our MP is only 15. Our MP salary is only 15,000 a month. Find a job before entering politics. NDC MP advise youth. I'm the wiki. Ora Abuja no kade youth. Bebun nepede ko into politics. Make sure that it will ejuma oma wonsa ko wanu ye ankasa and some adventure there eboko into politics. Ozande wana go turn on dosun as people think. Or you're just 15,000 Ghana cedis, or you're just 15,000, or no, pounds. I think about 700 and something, less than 750 pounds. Okay, I know the cedi has gone, is jumping. The cedi is jumping ahead of the pounds, and so I know. But I think that it will be roughly less than 750 pounds, something like that. It is also when I could turn, that is it. A whole MP taking less than 750 pounds. You know, in Tifinde, what is Kadana there when Ejumano or money zone? It is not a money zone, and they say a youth na epede equal into politics. Make sure that you have a work to do before you do that. That is it. Let me proceed and then put my last story, and then we would use the next 50 minutes to look at two major things that I would want you to share your opinions on. Wiki also and President Mama or the two guano and order appointment into Guanol patch on there. One share na one brother one say they should respect, and then one share now we'll make sure the minister appointments or that mono they would be their best, because honor President Mama will not tolerate any arrogance or disrespect. And the people say no tolerance for arrogance, disrespect. President Mahama tells appointees, no tolerance and no for arrogance. And President or catch any ministers in there. Why by your ministers in one share? Now they wouldn't be arrogant. They would not be disrespectful to people, because he's there to leave a legacy. The minister, arrogance na no disrespect na I don't know chima another on far how under ministries na on bobonas nti wa kono yakwenya ena wenya be na bolifo watch shukro, because one for one minister no nti say your minister na he offended President Mahama wa for wa honor President Mahama also he will not tolerate any arrogance. Into no cheda embrace in na yahwehwe onala waka also munsua learn from the past, because is coming back is to leave a legacy, is coming back is to solve the problems of Ghana. Inti inya omaso ena nimpa so ntwimfa ena offended je ena mode bobo mo bra as ministers no nka han, because nala waka on peda abana what about teaching what bobo ban, he doesn't want abana what about teaching what bobo ban. Inti monfa awombrase monfa tema monfa odo monfa obu awode magana fo obu awode magana fo menka da ye minister nti botu meje bibia na akaka ma epe infantry Ghana fo awode won kokromoti wada to abamo waka saw lie we wiem wada to abamo de beye offended bibi edwin another beye leader bedi wenim jide bia bide a Ghana na wiadi na wo recognize nyumnyan shede wada show na tumi jina baby na ekaka wadwen bahat tafreche bahat e the church Ghana fo as if they won nipa all because enya tumi nti na obi tumi finikam na menso onyin kofo mpo bakasa na wanda ma please president don't say abutal na respect them ahomadon wonyimfiwo kra still build that respect with the grassroots, build that tolerance and that humility with the grassroots. Nyade ende ebe ya minister no baby abent na ekwe na offended ekwe ekwaji vote no copy vote no na kwatena na yin walo to dam na aden dam time dey kwa there be things levels change there be President Mahama ɔse nyama nana enam kwando na eyi offend grassroots electorate bobunso eguno do na akọ na obaba office na ebama secretary attention Bahad, you know. So the president is cautioning the police help his government to work. And say president to the Tugwa oye the pain yemwi oma ne ofana den ministers ni na de won hwe na won fa won brase na obu wode magana fo won find di won adwuma as you know ministers. Mami bia wo fra no Baba Sam enso police full hwehwe na papa e Ghana ba sama ba omede minor major issue be omede only after baby, you know, I'll go into that maybe later. But police declares Karen Baba Sam wanted, also is on the page. We will waste no time in addressing country's challenges. The minister, you know, of finance also on wasted time, you know, on addressing Ghana's challenges. You are flouting Presidential Office Act. Minority test President Mahama and the minority, you know, in Parliament being led by Honorable Alexander Atokwamena Afenyomakin, and order to go there, President Mahama, you know, or flouted the Presidential Office Act, you know, into or there. So Butuma Benichi or Benichi or Roshone or Benichi because you know, Oletra. Bibia onye de otra you know with inyamebia oye nti other president ohwe na mo obetum wa twasen on twensen ntantam na you know imbra onye adwuma nti the pain also oboto aze Akufo-Addo constructed 13,624 kilometers of roads and not 673 kilometers as claimed by Abuja. And the MPP has clarified the Damasamana road minister Wafan Sisiano Oye Honorable Abuja to the MPP for 673 kilometers of roads spent or constructing also the Bonyam on Yanokwa and MPP constructed 13,624 kilometers. No so or multi constitutional protection for CEOs and the mami for last one in Tugwa na yanko yenim mami for last one in Tugwa na yanko yenim on that I think I would do with this last one and then I would bring my most issues I want us to look at, you know, na yeah share we see government will strengthen fiscal management. Okay, I will go over this as well. And wiki majority leadership a change our parliament. So that's also for your information. Majority leadership has changed in parliament. Honorable Mahama Ayariga takes over as majority leader. Ekwa bohu ewo you know in the papers naturally so this wiki. Or trendy pa. Galamsey boys run amok. 2 killed, 1 critical internal Anya Forest. NDC tags invade GRA. Also is on the page. NDC tags invade GRA. Invade ya. Na sisi anu invade na. Remove excavators and mining equipment from Birim River. Ochingini orders. Ochingini so say them excavators na no offended equipment. What do you more Birim River ni na want to ni na femfi onum. Ochingin wa that one share na one share. Wolves at boost ready to devour MD. Mahama want clergy to be active again also. Or let me just run this to 3. If you check your time, but I want us to look at this. Them issue wiki not there on ye asam ketwa with regards to killings or coding me pede ye dun komo ye. Ono na mafre and I'm mobile lines na abimna also atre wadrin ye. On what happens, whether you're okay with it as the new trender, Sisiagan Olcon, you know, there, Sisiano, Yankasati Mufono, ina yefa nyane tumi ye de kura yensem do sisi ano se bibi rekodo na onko ye a ode ye twaja ye de tukrum ana ye de shukrum se bia you know company bi ana state institution bi ana de institution bi a one man tumi de on fanya tumi na krata de on fanya bibi e wo Ghana sisi ano se ye fi ne ye wo chefa bi mpo wo mu na ode ye kokko na ye kofa na ye koja ekwanya asisi orokodo a ye fodo for our entitlement in Ghana no ne kwan no abri asama me pede me biso then ne kwan no and we are using the Boasi case as a study mosi wa one de nyame so kana no call oya sefem kakra because for 22 people to lose their life ibuzia oya yo asama me be sending say wunwe wo ma nka be fini ntan wonna na bi wo ma nka be fini ntan wukuni bi wo ma nka be fini ntan webusuanyi bi wo ma nka be fini ntan nti oyade bia minji ni de Ghana fo oyenye do de nkofo 22 ebe na wo mpo no lisa nka at inni within a day 22 bowu dama ono ba wo no lisi wo Ghana nkofo 22 or de wo hwere won kwa tede amuna munu tede dakol ebe nanu yesho papa nanu yesho inti marokodo wo Ghana sisi ano de ode mpanyfo de wonan sisi fom na wo hwe na ekwanya obotum wa fodo a woto abawie yi tede you know yewura January moon ma yetete to Ghana no it is quite terrible na afisu na no yesho entameze mobo ekwan no na awaba ibema mo wankasa pede ka championfon mo wankasa pede ka chanyen leaders na afisu so youth in sama wala pede ka chron you would also have your view and then you share and then you tell because more kodo wo Ghana ni wa yetan ibi na bole or dey wotu ishe krom because minister keka one appointment say minister one appoint minister na say ebi afin dey wo minister or dey one appoint na minister no one appoint na ono chede or dey wo twaje to krom koho o wo say you know nkof chede edwin wa ntase nti is that the new order in Ghana there yepede yansaka what we think we are entitled to no order yedi osay yedi violence ekunkum edwanhyehe in order yeyendamana this thing started during the election. We started singing some of these things. Washisheshu baby now during the election. Ye kromu dama, ye dimu dama na sisi ashu baby oruko. Obia fin there opade or display. And or address it. And now for better word or express it ne consensus. Ina ni issue sa. Odo ucheja odo tu ikro. Ode yanka say ye di 2 minute kura yensem na ya attack na. Is that the new Ghana we are building? Is that how we want to set Ghana? Is that the foundation we want to build for Ghana? I don't think that is what we want for Ghana. Inti stakeholders of Ghana are the president of the Republic of Ghana, Dano, opposition party, opposition leaders, citizens, the journalists, you let me put the journalists in the domain of citizens, because if you are a journalist, you are also a citizen. Yenyina asoman means Ghana olukwe. Is that what we want? Is that how we want it? What are the roles? I will say ye play. I'm no ebe role no day ye play. Inti ami menya kwenya na maba benya ifi kake or today or ye hot digital online radio day. Eba akwen amenya dama kwenyin. Eba ze na meya mutumunda bwa na Ghana botum pono abum another Ghana botum pono ayeye sinde mede opportunity amenya as a radio presenter no me fan ko say Ghana e bad na wo de me as a president e bad na wo de me do I have to command? Do I have to issue? What do I supposed to do? As oppositioner, you have to put the government on its toes. You have to ensure checks and balances. What are we doing? Eben some ne yeka. Ibazin ye wa Ghana. Adi onyeda kro. Sisa wa start to baby. Onamade yen tu man kan yan swano nyam baf nyam fan kofubi into law. Nyam bringing kofubi to face the law. Na yam man brana nyejumenti in the ebeta na baby. Oh na wa start to wash you. Ebeta na kofubi we peja won another wa ma won do wa kwa attack institution na wa sack nkofefi wono ono so ofri himfa. This is not our culture. Ghana is a law-abiding country. Ghana is a law-abiding country. Ghana is a law-abiding country. And citizens, leaders, we all have a role to play. We all have a role to play. And please, let's play our roles well. Let's play our roles well. Opportunity be it is for the interest of the nation. And to say, a president, it is for the interest of the nation. If you are opposition, if you are in opposition, you are part of the government. You have also been elected. We must all contribute. If you are a citizen, you must also contribute. Or their citizen, or they also contribute in ensuring the safety of Ghana. On a citizen, bibia, what you know, bia. It is part of the nation building. So if you are a journalist, it is part of the nation building. You are there to contribute. In fact, you having the media, you are recognized as the fourth hem of affairs. Oh, and you are part of the government, and you are part of the governance. Anthony, you can use the opportunity as a radio presenter, another as a medium to speak to people. Rather to push people to do things that will not bring peace to our nation. Into me as a journalist, should I use the media as a tool for violence? No. There be a number of man of bo. A yendama or man of bo. Because of Jimdinos no man obey ya or yameno. Into we all have to play our roles. And playing our roles, no, you need to get delay. Playing our roles, we don't have to delay. Where we need, because if you have the power, na inyama bokodo, na inyama nkoye, inyama lejinsema, then what is the power? What is the power doing? Then why did we give you the power? And it is high time we put the whole politics down. Now, sometimes let's put the nation at heart. Let's put the interest of the nation first. Politics no dosun. Inti sade no kwa yempo. Onamada yekan yebolusu vote inti yenkan. Asama no adana nkofo no ye no ebia nko ye ode yekan because yekan yebolusu vote inti yenkan. Please, let's put the politics down. Let's put the politics somewhere and put the interest of Ghana first. Especially when it comes to security. Why should it be? There, ya to aba fe. Na obia bonsem amanye as role models. Rather fende na obia bonsem. Ethiopia, you are proud as a Ghanaian because your country is a beacon of democracy. Your country is a beacon of peace. Your country is a beacon of rule of law. Now, afi nechi, what is going on? With what is happening, you feel there obi krenis kobaba no oba. Would this attract investment? Would this attract foreign investors? Omanu munja, we should forget about foreign investment. Awali te mi cry you look say omanu munja by wadu nebo kwako enye whiskey bi abresha awoi no medjuma na mbre ejuma yin de yempo na leye na enye whisker if you no man no munja the whisker ba Ghana there e kwa establish BB you won't go and do it asumdwe nyi would you think there the whisker na abre one pound abre saving by wadwene mado na da koye investment wo Ghana I don't think you will go. I'm not sure you would want to take your hard-earned money to go to Ghana or your citizen pool or a wumfuma or a wankasa wumfuma or the Ghana pool. I don't think you would do that. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't want to do that. And why do we allow our nation, our motherland Ghana, yana nanu wadu wumuja wadashi na even import ni na nechin share the months we've chopped in to come to this far. Now you're about to talk any security and peace are they? On a day in painful, you will become. You will become. And you will become ankasa. You will become. Because Malamon moon painful yes and shamo. Mr. Opinina, Obatine Mamma from a warrior and can refer. Or nti mpanyimfo Ghana mpanyimfo ye fremu monhye na ma ɔrekɔdo no onye oyinda nipa wu nti we yetum na nka ye kan ye ina ye hwɛ ye ne ye ina nka ɔyɛ asomdwe kwan da nka omo dem nipa 22 away another dem nkɔfo 22 away from me obi ne busuanfo bi ho ye breadwinners. Let me open the phone lines and then come in. This is the weekend review. Let me open the phone lines and come in. In some of the brain, but let's pause. Let's just hold on with this. Asamankasa bebre and all day. Let me hold on with this. Come in. Let me take your feed. Let me take your opinion. Let me take your views. Let me take your views. In all day, maybe phone lines. All the Brim now also mpocho for the bra. I also bachelor wadrin. I've opened the phone lines. Also brana bachelor wadrin. Na young kodo. The Skype is available as well. You can call on the Skype. You can call on the Skype, and then you also bring your contribution on the show. This is the weekend review. So all day, mami fancy na all the memana brim. Mami fancy na memana brim. Come in, and then also share your opinion. Some more kodo Ghana. If you're okay with it, if you are not okay, so speak to the powers that be. Speak to the powers. In your pain for Nankasa, in your Biancasa, in Ghana for Nankasa, and your citizens in Nankasa, in your Biancasa, no one ye be being found because none of your show. You to me and Kade, Ciciano, we will resolve our own issue, regardless of the law. And I say disregarding the law. No. You to me and Fanyankasa, you to me fan Shanyansa. There, Bibi Nkoya, on a day, Bossol Putin, na then, Yakwakofa, Yakwakoya Mayankasa Yepe. No, did to Yan Chemney, Uyini Abagana. No. In your Damania show Ghana. And so the maybe phone lines, I also go to my beam, na also a day with the I've got a first caller here. But you wouldn't be afraid fee.
Yeah, but Metubia.
Obia Jodo.
Yeah, you're from Peter Constitution.
Okay, Peter, what I know.
Yeah, Diao, Wokano, Edicano, a year, or France, Yankasano, Temufonia County. I say, the Uncolani and yet you for no. Sir, what you fear Yankasakura. That's what we were both out. I didn't obey any demonstration. Oko boy out of Fanabi. It's a truly dear. Mama, Bacono, Sujanino, what would you say on Kun fire? It is you for Nidia, me one queer sergeant, men farmers in there or China Capre. Young farmers back cry. You say, oh, traffic of people, Castle Walker, and no way, Jan, I know about them. No, why you can't know, but I joke, I found you know, master account. It's the idea. And this is when I started a long time, then before you ever twice. Afi dia me kaka un bi say. Entina na me ka say.
No, no, evidence say NDC for na starting MPP to aso na. Evidence.
NDC for who say NDC for na MPP for ba power nhwe dia omo ye no wo nkran. Kofo kora no mo ntwan kan say omo ka say onko dukuru. Onko ba office wo. Wanye, na wona me start here. Oh, MPP for na ya start sa no. Na me ya ntina bi nsi ye. Me MPP for na ya de na ya esi ye ka kire omo. So, you for na ya de a esi ye ka kire omo. You for the omo ye no enye.
Nti no transparency no. Eno dey at the end of day no. By the end enko ye a, e wo say wo kan ekoye so na wa kan. Sa na ye no. But say ye de dem kwan ye pa at the end en ye yen kan no. That is the problem.
Why hwe kromia. Hwe obi kopa MP a. Hwe MP bi okobo obi na omode ne kokot. Unwo party nipa to say ni di nechi. Oh, eso yen diaspora for no tina na metakre ye communicate na kromia no. Wa ma say ye tackle. Yeah, crofo na gu ho no wo mo ye nyema enje no satam no 6 years ago no make us 8 years 2 years in the way 6 years ago no mo ya de na nyem anam say obi super post obi super 80 ya kan na to wo see nkwa ndem na nipa no kwa ndem no wanya o utunfo no ntia e de na so wo ye no ene ye no eti de ye ka ni nyina ne se bibi koso na nya e se pamuka nye kire yufu ne se enye sa na ye kono ese wo mo si wo market ye esha ene market ye san e di enti na mu twis ka kase na mo de ko mo ko pesa ayi ko mo yanta sa eti ye das wo
da wasi face mami na me nko me second caller so thank you very much for your contribution wow line 017 would you need be referee hello 017. Hello. Okay. So bad. I'm not. My name, sir. If you are hearing, hello. What's the main car? Hello. Okay. I'm say number no. Hello, but maintain. So what I'm call line 005. Na me pick it. But you didn't be about referee. Hello? I know what I mean, car. Oh, okay. But you're near when I walk on France. You told me what line or so. It's here for Jodo. And then I'm making one anyway, whatever would it
No, I want to have
Yo, Maza, me da wonso ase say wonso utumi edit wo de buy thank you for your call. But what was Skype is within the baby of Refi? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir, Skype, but you did the baby of Refi?
I'm the main line. No, there is something wrong from your end. I will check it because second call on this friend. Okay, now on.
Okay, Mate. Thank you very much, sir. Yo, Nana Kwame, but you're correct.
Yes, you mean now, ma'am. Me and my hooliganism. Yeah, my hooliganism and taking over the military. What I'm saying, the BIA is on social media.
Yeah.
What that's here.
Yeah.
Now the way I place Nick and Guillaume who are not more facing the military now man for military for there. You was saying more giddy yeah there. Yan shake that's a yan sorry. That we are one a terrorist. I will rock on my because the disrespectful attitude I show to our military is bad. And I support the military, what they did recently, what they've been doing recently. I support them 100%. Because my now a president foreigners being who say Ghana military class almost look at how a few young people to me face your my election this of Boasi. Now this guy what me face soldier for mobile phone to from go for GTO them. Now NDC company for much me a guy we have a class or your hero because we are facing 2 military men. And sending a signal to foreigners and then Ghana, the land is full of gold. Gold. So, I know to say, yeah, respect your military moment was almost stronger. That we were also in conformity, the military back running about the 2 gold. After your I am military to me, I'm a new Yamaste. Also, the whole Africa here is second the most peaceful country. We have to maintain this. Yeah, allow this hooligans. Now, almost say, it's media message shoot to kill no. Sabi. I give me for and then pass your phone on you. No matter how we are, I have who can be there. A Unia, a papa, a Wadam for a friend is there. Who Sabi, me of go to me, you know.
But now kind of Sasa on the I can't win and I came you not that could have won you. Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Who call Robbie Obia? It's who was a common Yobi. I'm Robert Obia. I guess I commodino. Oh, that one will be the trouble now. So I'll bet you a Japan dear. You was not say commodino.
And I was saying Briar Juma. And I was saying Briar Juma and Briar Juma. You know, I don't know what I say. I was saying, Yankasa session no more ye.
That is what they gradually put themselves together to become rebels. You be one of foreigners just starting sponsor on these boys they put themselves together already. They are now we can use them as rebels. You be one starting your foreign sponsorship. Almost starting some foreign sponsorship. A big destroy your government.
That was it. That was it. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you.
The police should continue together to clear them.
Rakwame, mami for we see and for next line though. I'm that's a part that also to me free. Yeah, na Eddie with the buyer. Let me go to line 165 and then pick my next caller. But your 165. We didn't be able to Hello. Yeah, 165. But your baby free. We didn't be able to Oh, from Pacha, what do you mean, car? Hello? Hello? What do you mean, car? Hello? What do you mean, car? Oh, so bad. I'm not able to pick this one. So bad. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali,
Sumanguru, you know what you're shown. Where what you're shown. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, you know what you're shown. Manchester, you know Sumanguru, you know where what you're shown. What's that to do, you know? You know, yes, and why you know what you're shown.
Yo, line 0746 in Portugal, Wabado, Medasi. Metunka. Mammy Metunka.
Nani, you Portugal promised then.
Portugal, I'm out on Portugal.
You, Yami, that saying, you know. My brother, this time on your end, this and NCP. This are one from my Indian.
Oh, for my
one. Na edide etu na paka je etu di so je yin sema. Hey,
na tell the party na tell the bibi she win rase. Na tell bibi she win rase wa.
Takwane. Maka say for one please that when you na egwezifo no what baba the park. Now because when you age banaba, I wanna waji atam enam Brazil banchi odi fuko foru dia kumase na meta me na ewi nyi gano na what the ho because takwade so wanya wakade ewi o embebiom onyi je esia new takwade embebiom na nda ya mam si tia ma oloba no ta yan hwani ye na yan fampa ebo adini be ye hu wo Ghana papa
on intina ye bon de wu no on intina yesterday mpanyinfo na atum na ade no wada ahye wonsa na wada wohwe na ma wada woye na you know onko do da mebian
so bibi anyi onye wiye o bibi awe wiye yi ade ni nyina ye mpa bo because my from anya na say aworo wo no Ghana wo na de bia me de bubum kotojo de menya de
mami ehunda e kan mo from anya no so ahwe obi nya onya adwen ebi so obi susu ma na no so wa wo bo
awo wa do na de ma do no wa mesrawo
because when you can't mobile finish ya bane ba yen e bi so obi so mi kire ma na wa ofufra
on the man wa ma ti say you are the say no nti ma me to amenwa de Trump ho de bia na de azi na onya na wo da waka wa ma si sia ga na ayehu si sia da akwantufu ko probot na fie ko si sia wontum womba e di de si sia da obi ko pension no jiniska ko to banka o prescribe that to do for one no nyes can be no that to do no no do o e wa so da wa hwa ho na wa ka ho wa ye ka ho asam papa na yen say yen Ghana yen su yen kuro wa anye dan metro ho na obi be no so original where do you come from no me say Ghana of course no tell them time meka da masa me tino tumu da Ghana no to the wo pekro no
Ghana de yagidin e ha no ebo
yagidin to say ya makwa nai ya makwa ma Ghana me da Haiti dabi ya makwa
Eba Africa yenso yen heaven ai the whole of Africa by second
world na me zeme yen na me ya makwa no kura na sisi ala wa ya no sa fa hakati ya so what do you want to chat because this Ghana no we tired of them.
Mami,
we are tired.
That's it.
On your main come why?
Also uncle
uncle when I teach other years and when I come out and you want to watch out and see
yeah, watch I am Mami. That's it.
Hey, the man didn't talk about it, not quality talk about it. I'm telling you. God bless you.
Yanko Ponchra was also papa Madasa de Efray. Mamin call second line by Mamin call second line. I mean 582 or Skype and Bojo, why not Skype and we didn't be a free.
Hello, Royal.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Honorable Nini.
Oh, good afternoon, Honorable Akwaba.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you know what is happening? It looks a little bit worrying. But the problem is, I said some time ago, because of the gap, these guys are operating, they are criminals and robbers. They are neither NDCs nor NPP. They know this is the time for them to react. So they've taken the advantage of this small gap. See to it that
why this time? Why this time? What has gone wrong to necessitate this? another to be a yardstick for this?
No, what I'm saying is that they've taken the advantage. And now that the national security, the officers has been nominated, and the minister for, how to call it, a minister for interior has been nominated. Take it from now and see if this nonsense will continue. I'm telling you, this is the time. Look, NDC will not sit down for these rocks, for these armed robbers, to spoil this government, to give us a bad name. No way.
So what do you make? What do you make of the report that says it's NDC tax and all that?
Yeah, but I don't believe so because look, a constituency chairman, the constituency executives will not sit down for these things to happen. Look, these are the people who want to take advantage. I'm telling you, they know this is the time for them to take their advantage. Give yourself from next week going and see if this nonsense will continue again.
So in this vein, what about those who are also using their own means by setting fires and all that, like what's incidents in Ho, Bali and all that? What do you make of that? Which it's known to be NDC members. How do you justify that, please?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. These are the armed robbers and the crooks and the thieves who want to take advantage of this time.
Which means that you are meaning that you are trying to say make us understand and say even the Bali people are not also NDC.
That is what I'm saying. These are within the society we have a bad, but even in your own home you have good and the bad. So these are the people who want to take advantage to do nonsense. But I bet you from now going, see if it will happen again. See
if it doesn't happen, it will be good because we need to put a stop to this as early as possible.
Just to be on it because we don't want this to be a tattoo on our party. So that people will say when we came to power there was a lot of rough tactics in the whole system. No, it will still come to an end. Because now we've got the interior minister, the national security officers have been nominated, and now things will go all right. The police is going to stand firm. The army is going to stand firm. So things will be all right.
We hope so. We hope so. Thank you very much, Honorable.
Don't be scared. Ghana is going to be like Rwanda.
We pray so.
Ghana is going to be like Rwanda.
We pray so. We pray so. Thank you very much for also bringing your perspective. Thank you very much. Let me go to line 383. Now, Memphis. Order 4 so on. Pocho, we did be every.
But you're from Birmingham, because that's London.
Nana say London, but that's the afraid.
Munkom I'm the man that
Nunya pa Pocho Fano to me.
That the air course of Ghana say the president or yes Jose and the IGP so you ever to a baby and you would be born by Kakra. You come over be not to you Mukrana. Opposite 40 Mikachu. The way of Muslim group, yes, I know way, in a comedy, near Jumaya, Yabu, Bajima Jumaya, Omun Majumano, Croman and Majumano, no call Jumano, some Quadiano, almost now we are Jumano. The way now, IGP president, Wabu Manego, Sabi, Mammy Bassa and Mompire. I saw for now, Sabi, a Mompire, busy way, baby.
Nana Pocho, eya no wakoso akawasem wa eya no wakoso akawasem
na make them say asofo bi no mo a election omo bompa no nti sasem ya ekoso yi so omo nte anazo omo wi so omo so betimi abekire omo adwen yenta wa amane say yanza me nka asofo ndi no asofo bi anya bibia dem president any IGP ayehwe man za no amane koso no na enye no we be because MPP before na ye be
na ugudwa refer o de ko asem why
ya ko shawadri na meka the MPP
ba o de mo bia kan call bia kan de o de ko photo nche na ka asem
na meka se nyo no na sam na meka me ma sam na me meka
okay correct
no the dey ko su sabi ya nria anso anu a we na dey civil war the bow me wa me so no bobu me so anymore. Nsa me nya ma wonko. So wo be wi American say we akro the moment that one
oni tin na na ya kan
ya wi anso anu no say no so say no ma ya personal so ma say anymore Rather than a very yes, any BNO. I feel Mama, I see any BNO. Any time you say that it's a quite hey, what me really you? What me really ye?
Nana,
Me come over here, boy.
And no, Medasa, bye. There also come over here. That is in I didn't the order you can. Canada order you can na otumo okoye yina na yebeka enyo ba kofo no beka yina na order you can on intina ya church and yardren because say omano onkoyi what's it okonfobon is omambo anu so timi bi nti can the yebeka until we get a solution we'll continue to talk about it. Thank you for calling and bringing your perspective. But we didn't be afraid.
Hello, Roya.
Yes, sir. We didn't be afraid, boss.
Royal from the Royal family.
I mean, I'm a boy.
What you say?
But I'm out of but I'm sorry. Now, in some band, I will come find some you.
Jenny.
Okay.
Where they won't come when I hear
No, pa.
Who can wait? The manager. We just imagine, say, and you will be out there, say, 20 plus. The Bewu was here. So, what be am telling you, but idea say it be say MPP for the years I know DCNDC. Yeah, sir. It need to be stopped. Should I say? I was saying now say you to be now. I say forest be. Yeah, mutu. I was say on interview MP no say say on no ASI no. What's no one small but only NDC members na kwala ne wo mo can straight. What's na kwala ne wo mo nam assembly say on ye beto aba na okan say ya aba ne paso mo nwura forest ni. And she said that one more trip.
Wow.
Oh, confirm me.
Wow.
Muhammad sorry, President Muhammad I say I'm out. I wouldn't see Achibi. I'm qualified. See Achibi. Yes. Obwasi Casey, you know better than me, Roya. Which year first now? The woman organizer for NDC. So which in this street you know mine? What's your mom crying? I'm on my way. And you be Kasa here. I'm 54 and I say no, they should put their foot down to stop the guys. Now, Moko Jina say, come the end. Christian soldier need now. Roya, who did it true? Saturday day, no, that guy and say, what you told me, can you get this? Go back to me, I should do soldier, you know.
So you need the I don't think that way no be by me create to me Bob and I watch me to the and you know who good kumia oh by ON. So I don't think anybody would, be defenseless.
Someone would have left on the phone if you phone.
Any dear.
So let's say soldier need.
And on may say I was said there should be order in that because we citizens now you start to say mbo ye so you need to now we expect to say ye to not and say gunechino because at the end of the day so you so be reacting and I will say yes nothing me mufoni mom say it's a bad practice. Now you swan.
The idea me yakran say nipa no yes NDC organizer no yes Muhammad, you know,
and no evidence to say NDC organizer na yes
oh, one. So on why you know what? Why you know what? The tall guy no. Oh, me run affinity. Oh, you know what?
Me ni evidence in this anti maybe so maybe so.
I want to make us say one more tie bi kura betima. Abe Muhammad kura danas e shake in hand. That day no. Much o she silk bow tie. Just why ya dey. Anya nice. Oh. And you know maybe one that guy even should be arrested. A quite of fast was yes, and I'm going to say, Raya, and come the they were paid the near the McDonald's. How are McDonald's? And we can't go to that premise and say, come the Untino. Oh, but they say no. I'm sorry, said yes, no. It's sir, but I'm telling you, sir, they are full prepared for them. So, West and who interview, almost they will come all the time. One more all the time, one. Almost bet you two or more. Almost you two or more. And to Omunya Butra, yes. Omunya Butra, they are full prepared waiting for them. Because one who says almost in your more, Ombekumbi.
But I see that also to me Fred. Yamin Shopper there to me Fred. Thank you very much for calling. Let me pick the next caller, buddy. All right, but so that's the issue. I don't think there's so Jenibia anywhere. There are Badel Babajine Trefini you know, he would watch you on to do that. No. It can't happen. It can't happen. Mankasa, my brother John Judah, on Yadam, James Main, on Yadam. I salute you, Charlie. Company salute to yeah. I don't think they would do that. Yeah. Minka me general crime, so general Babaju made trip me say, hey, now you to know the bomber, Idukuma, now me no, it can't happen. So I don't think anybody would watch that on. Let me go to 1855. But we didn't be a fee.
Royal.
Yes, sir. You're black on my padawadzi, but you're Aquaba.
Yeah. Well, any country, we are seeing, our render police services useless. This is what happens, right? If you go across the world, it's the police that take control and uphold the powers of the country. But it seems as if Ghana have lost it. And even the ones who are so-called our elite that is leading us, has always led us into into a gutter. I'll cite 2 examples. Go to Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Right? Go to Togo. Immediately you cross the border. Who are in control of the roads and uphold the laws in the country? Is it not the police? They only use the whistle, and when they blow the whistle, you stop. You go to Ivory Coast, is the same. You go to Burkina Faso, is the same. Why is it that our police services in Ghana have been rendered useless, and then we bring these military men who are trained? I've been in the military. Who are trained? You don't shoot a protester who's running away from behind. Why do we always have to use live bullets and let the soldiers get away with it? Don't we have rubber bullets? You have to apprehend a culprit. And all these ministers, they are there. You will find them scoring political points.
What kind of just said there's a problem with the professionalism of the military, Anna.
Is the professionalism of the military, because the police the police has been rendered useless. It's the soldiers who have taken on board with the shoulder. How do you shoot somebody from behind? You don't shoot people from behind. And this thing is not yesterday's business. It has started long ago, before Rawlings even came, from 1966, when Nkrumah was overthrown. I was a little boy, and I saw what the military was doing to Ghanaian citizens. And they are getting away with it. They are getting away with murder. And nobody's saying a word. Why? Why should it happen? Even though people are doing something that is wrong, what do? You apprehend them, but you don't shoot them from behind. And this is not a yesterday thing. And everybody see, I have been there. It's not only NPP or NBC who lives there. If Anglo Gold is getting $14.8 billion, that is this year, he was running on the 2nd of January 2025.
This year's revenue, right?
And the people are there, destitute, with all kind of illnesses, pollution. They don't have good water. They don't have good air to breathe. And then we sit down here in this country where you can turn off the taste water.
No. When coming, you and about what was the way? No, and I just say, though these concerns are there, no. Proper channel be and why able to me acquire sorry put what we are entitled for. Oh, I don't want to channels.
It's our leaders from 1960 65 when they started digging gold in Obuasi. What have they done for the community?
Mamenda was next line.
Go to Johannesburg and see what is happening there.
Minimum common there. But today, let me go to the next line. Wrap up for me.
The people that is ruling us, they have to wake up. Because they are sleeping.
Thank you very much. Let me go to 5553 on the Skype. Now I'm in for the next caller. Pocho 555 3. We didn't be afraid fee.
Wisdom.
Your wisdom, Pocho Akwaba. What do you have to say on this issue?
Royal.
Royal.
Okay. If you ask me a true baby, I am near Castle. Nyansa on. Say Nyansa say a tonwa. Because say a Toby ma nipa binom. But Nyansa ye de wo na say ye ma wo Nyansa ana adwen da wutri mu no. So when me amfa anwen amfa anye bibi papa. Na udi sabi asam no kra into sabi udi nipa bi omo aye omo say omo nanim Nyansa na omo no show kutu pa. Wo de won kwa the beach also.
Opinion what can say?
Okay.
I'm say what can say? Okay.
Okay. Apart from a yes or boss, so women's leader now no Adena white no more hono or manco women's leader no. Or inside or mono. Now on one new or one himself. Ono ani omo ani mo anko so eno ye ba ko na wo hu de ekoso de course wo yi no boli no boli fo no omo yure fi say the Oma appointment no eye President John Mahama no ofri boli ho
the criminal no
the highest person na ono extra post no free volley it is ono free volley a dey biem na mo pa free volley wo biem.
You think that should be enough for them? That should be enough for them?
Yes.
But they can't interact with the president, as they can interact, or engage with the minister. President, he might not be coming to the town frequently.
I don't see that me can't say a do baby. We are say adwen da utrim no fa dwen. I don't see that was so who say your overall boss no every year.
Because we should Flagstaff House minister at least. Nana Minchuano, but when you say minister, at least minister over to me on office, over to me when the parliament over to me visiting. But president, you can't have that access. Don't they have any? Don't they have a case or justification?
Into almost say almost say near man in a year.
We condemn that, but I'm trying to let you say. Once I will say, president, there should be enough for them. Like it should be enough. And I may just say they may also want somebody they can relate to, maybe in that minister level. No,
it should be enough. And later, appointments no crowd you can approach your MP. No, say BBA the Okano. Won't mean call president no go straight, but mo bet me pass it through mo MP no na mo woni ma bi amode afa no so.
Nana anya easy sao. And share anya easy sao.
Royal.
Yes, sir.
If you are telling me say anya easy, but there asoma me ne wo kan, any dia omo ye no, dia hineye.
Nyomo ye ne dia ye, but on say me ma wadwena sisu say, omo ye bi so omo so no minister na nyomo. Oh, yeah, we are condemning the means, but we are also trying to draw attention and say minister no because
at the end of the day no niema no mo say no na o ma sia hye ne ye no eno ntina MP ne yama the post na ye man the post but e ka mo abo no e ye hwan ka
no first mama na me find the next caller and say why the but we would have to
not a politicians the chair masses no ebe near maybe a time may come out to study ye can ya no say obi aba no abeka
Medase de to me the by menu be see ade ai.
E dey be come on be march to the parliament.
That's it. Now, first year, mama, next caller. Let me go to my next caller on the mobile.
Okay, Royal, from.
Yeah, thank you, Madasipa. But what's a menu seat to get to the next person? Fachame. Pocho, line 740. We didn't be free.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, me person me can obuase de ne kakra.
Pocho kwande.
Me Pocho, sir, won't now obuase that you understand what's going on, but let me give you a brief. About Obuasi, what is going on.
Okay.
Before MPP, Mahama time, the first time on Atamos time, this same group, the mines was closed down because of this kind of behavior. Okay. Omuko mine site, any workers, Omuko overpower mines workers, and then they took over the mines, and then the mine collapsed. Obi Ofri Buasi be any masima making because me Obuasi, I was born and bred in Obuasi. Okay. Mine collapse year 2017 time and another buy okay and na omure remwa and Anglo Gold for ebe take over mine no employ a huge number of people in Obuasi region honum okay including NDC MPP for. So why should we sit down for only few handful people? So Ombesan started the same idea no yeah mines nigu ya people lost their livelihood, their daily bread. Mines nigu kojo Emma nipa bebre kra fa ho wuye because omko di omre dandan sisika afi next come the video omokra na omunya say what you say enti yes sant na ho Emma saje we nsibiom the military hasn't done anything wrong.
So how do we close that loophole na one na esi na ya chana everything sibio how do we close that so that something like this can be solved.
Okwakoye sa ade we say video what is so be command more so okwako take over mines no employ nipa thousands of people a free of Obuasi all over across Ghana. It's anything else here tenase. Ma only few people, greedy people, say you free NDC, yensa mayor sadi any boom, and then the people will the South Africans will pack their stuff and go.
No, you free NDC, they don't make us say court saying current five way be about it. So you should me say NDC na take you. And I know say ne cano.
There be massa me pure Obuasi.
Because court certify say NDC for na take. Me near evidence so.
Okoji to a free. Your friend is saying election day no oji to a free soldier ni nsem no. Me pure Obuasi. Okay, I am from Obuasi. Oye NDC ni pure 100% is one of their leaders in Obuasi.
Okay, okay. And I say per evidence no, right?
And evidence when I'm telling you, I'm from Obuasi, and I'm telling you, from you of free Buasi bia, and I will be of free Buasi bia about the customer making out to so.
That's all right. Okay? If your evidence, you can confirm that. But I don't have any certification.
And let me tell you something. The military, they are not stupid. When and Obiabeka say you use military in wrong, and I totally disagree with you. What is happening in America? Donald Trump is using the military to control the border. There is nothing. When they get staff now, a military phone you use to and one. Obuasi police one per se, Omni Galamsey for now one. If you try to use them, it won't work. Let me give you another example.
We say no, it's a problem. Why should your police and Galamsey,
how people are like, you're now, Master Okasati said you only Ghana. You need Ghana now, police need to go board.
Based off information that you are giving, and I'm assuming
let me give you an example. Get you and your friend of Majwa. Police need to pay. What evidence we know here in order to jail the guy? Is the guy still not, we don't know what is happening. Because say no guy this anti in India. And these things happens in our community. So Janina and your friend Mahama or call Galamsey, they went there to stop Galamsey no Mukuno. These people will not sit down. So Oko Biasa Siswa, Yankasami Koha Kope Bibia Bedina Assassin Eodia. Obi concession and what was your comedy meeting on Ukako Belgraph. Omukon, they were weaponized. Omukita near Omudiko faces which are one. Who is saying, Ukas Omukokwa? Anytime Ombekobia, they try to empower the mines workers, and then they take over the mines. This will be a free boss to be on the country. So the military hasn't done anything wrong. Police for sometimes they shoot people to kill if they feel say they are threats. Before this is the only language we understand. And yes, sir. The military dictators never.
Thank you.
So yes, sir, this thing will not stop. What your market? The same thing, you.
Yeah, Bashanti. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for also bringing your, your view on that. A very serious part, very serious, and I think the proper way to really tackle this issue is all that we need. It's all that we need. We have to look at the lived experience currently, what is happening, and going into future, what we must do. That is the way forward, what I believe. But let me go to 662. Pocho, we didn't be free.
Yeah. It is a.
Pocho, Yamiadum pa, and we are. Pocho,
where the mere quick one, I'm unfortunately. I mean, your Becca's I was so free of was.
Nana Pocho, but just go straight to your point, okay? Yeah, because referencing. All right.
Right. Who be saying the question? Be say, also, can say guy now go to a free. So yeah,
Nana, onza ensamano. Oh, there's a bit more address issue now. But say collar, any collar fry. Yeah, no, there. You, if you can skip it now, go straight.
Correct. I grown up in Birmingham. Yeah. We should normal. Cost sunwa. Na say, what soldier for na moment ni America. I won't say, or amount sample say. San no ye ma. Almost 3 ho. For people say na do buy here. They have come back.
And I'm still now one thing I make channels know. I'm saying you are still making referring to the caller no, but I'm not saying Mr. Wadaruma. So Becca was some without bringing in. Oh, okay. And then please kindly don't refer the caller Wadaruma.
Nampesa wanga some bizarre question. You're a journalist anyway. And some young some they didn't the pack of trouble. Once a lot of people were talking about what Captain Smart said. With them just a question I'm asking you. I quite remember say Beshay obedi the soldier for military attempt even Major General Pompe Predi said Omo Jimmy any idea now if they're going for a peacekeeping Omo Jimmy soldier for them bribe near the now can send me after no okay car question person bisa and say I'm Rebian said they have to call him to question him and but I'm just a question I'm asking you because send me okay can who TB me TB you will be on social media. Then with the buy was say or can 2023 but not recently no kind and so what can you say the case is good or not 2015 in that court and the person besides they haven't got any right to question him.
No, maybe some sir. I'll say Zabia. I'm not the head of Ghana Journalists Association, you know. Major Momo. Yes, please. Right. All right, sir. All right. Cheers, man. Thank you very much for also bringing your contribution. This is Hot Weekend Review here on Hot Digital Online Radio. Thank you for paying. Thank you for calling. One question in there. It's a question, but I think that Ghana Journalists Association should be able to answer you perfectly, and as a National Media Commission, so should be able to answer you perfectly on your question. Maybe one of these days we will try and connect them so that we can answer some of these questions. But let me go to 681 for my next caller. But we didn't be very free.
I'm Bacho Vremen Anapoku, make us every North London.
North London Anapoku, Bacho Akwaba.
Yeah.
What's my call?
Me, my dream, me, idea hammy, and I say, Ghana, your independence na ye won. I see anything. So, and a 2 or mine na your team no. Nipa na a team no. Omu rights, any omu liberties, any day. Say me Timmy Krum na a juma a walk krum. Na adwuma no entimi benefit me masasi asay bibia nkoso meanwhile I don't see any improvement in the micro na meteson. What do you expect me to do? Well, then say obi any sani pano ago into agreement. It doesn't affect the masses omote or minus, because at the end of the day, I was said nipana or no a crony anedian or no ena etimi a manage a crono because Obuasi is Pretoria, South Africa. South Africa, you to gold or no, any nipa no ɛho tɔ wo mu wɔ asase no so ɛne sɛ ne kuro no yɛsia building a yɛayɛ ɔbo ase nyinaa tutu ɔde deɛ mɛkyerɛ no ase sɛ nipa no a ɔmo ti kuro no so no ɔmo no so ɛnni ɔmo hu biribi a ɛfiri saa adeɛ no nti no at the end of the day no then na modwen sɛ wɔsɛ nipa no a ɔmo ti kuro no ma ɔmo yɛ sɛ me timi kurom na obi wɔ liberty sɛ otimi bɛbɔ me tuo at any time he funny can't asem way apart from Ghana for unko abetimi agree say etuo no mebo no nti no na aboni nua
banana wohwem so wohwem wasase no embra ye adwumo nti obi afambra kwan so kraja don't you think say wosu se bibi ni a woso fo ambra kwan so na woso wode gye ne wo se woje.
Yes, but the problem here is emra kwan no a saa nipa no afaso no hwan na ye emra no ena hwan ena ma emra no eye adwuma. This is the question we have to ask, because the monies that is being taken from that country no is not benefiting the masses, and these masses no see omuno entimi sadia na nipa no ni omu ye contract no is where sa company has to go to because the krone doesn't belong to the government. It belongs to the masses. Nipa na ti krone so no oti ase enti no Ghanaians yeah so no I was say timeti ase say yes nipa ni bi oti dia mecha na say and you don't have you koto abakra etimi twetwo ne dia bo bi just because obi person ko president and also ko minister
eno na was yes so
it should stop. We are independent people. Independence and can nipa no a year government no kwa and I say nipa na kuta power any a tuning sanyo mani nyina that many as a people nipa na they have every right to do that as a people. What you say?
Thank you very much. That was a great submission over there. I'm sure the powers that be are listening to you or have listened to you, well. And let me go to the Skype and pick the next caller. Possibly I'll pick two more and then it. But what was Skype is within River Frefi. Hello. Hello, Skype.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But you didn't be Frefi.
You're from Edward.
Yo, Edward, but you're online too.
Yeah, you're from Edward. Why?
Yo, Edward, but you're online so bet me akoso.
Yeah, Nia kakra me pesa meka me church here for me.
Eche for judo papa.
Yeah. With him. Papa ya wotwa mu ko e ni nsem na o ka no me ni no anya agye.
Nana Mpocho, we dey ko asem no do ne call abaka no new opinion. Everyone is entitled to the opinion. So you can go to your opinion on the issue. Why? Wadaroma.
Okay.
Yes sir. Thank you.
Me masam kakra me so pesa me ka ni say.
Okay.
Yes 32 board e wo Ghana enye ne. Yes 32 board e wo Boase enye ne. Me ko school e wo Adanse.
Okay.
So no.
Okay.
32 gold or enye ne. Thought here.
Yes sir.
Enti denti ena krom ha no me fa krom akra nya mfa to ho. So that's here.
Okay.
Me fa krom akra nya mfa to ho. So on dey say.
Okay.
Se krom ha se obi ni aban na nya adwuma e dey na se krom for mo ye demonstration. Se be a demonstration kwa na mbe ma ko demonstration first 1 year as 10 years kwa no a mo ko demonstration se gold na yetu no Boase no munya ho profit bia. So what you say? Na want me ya ton say ya ton bibia ma wo bia. Want me
demonstration then say mbra no kra ma ho kwan so betima demonstration no. Ba say wo sorry say wo kwa attack obi and you kwa in front to confront security to perpetrate and I count.
Abuja for the kwa so kum bebre.
Enkasa ebia wunwe wo manka wo manen kwesi.
Media wo ko ya sadie no.
Yeah, but
So
obi ni watching us. Why?
Me on koye sadie no because NDC for no campaign no. NDC for no campaign no. Omo can say so omo win ni a omo akostom ho. We show omo campaigns a omo ye meetings omo ye nyina video ho. It is the same.
What's that video ni bi? We betumi ye fraud. Yeah, what's that video ni bi a? We betumi show as evidence.
Me pacho. We a media person. So back here, woman no a asem ni see honom no a okọ honom no. Woman me nim ni din die. But so here omo meet here na omo ya minya video na me the best send you. Na wo so wo hwe bi. O ka kire omo say enkunimdie eba.
Me who kasa with your evidence that I don't have a problem. But nyame ni evidence no. Me because we say NDC the but me who NDC and na krate bia so certified from cause NDC for
o se nkunimdie eba na kunimdie de ba wi a wo mo nyina ba ko ba wura ho so ti ase no ko ba wura ho ko ba wura obi fie bi se kwa mi se mo Ghana na wo mo a wo mo so wo mo jiji nkofo ne ma no ba wura mi fie a me shoot me kun
Nana we understand no be she why we understand no be she yentumi nyane tit for tat e o se mbra ye adwuma yentumi nyane tit and I say boot for boot there be o se mbra ye adwuma Nana banto for mama why na me ko bi for na me
pass me can say ni omo ye no omo anya ni ye next time ma omo nya ni sa dem say Ghana no de nkofo tia ni say sa wo kodin kwa asoma de abo utuo and then go for the betie.
But I say so to me Edo there by my call me last caller 728 definitely this will be my last caller on the show. Bojo 728 fanya afternoon sir.
Okay there.
Nyame adom na yempa boy we pa.
Where there quick one. Ghana we have laws but it's the individuals that don't make the law work. What you say? Same fan say wo tie no wako register company na wako toll land na o set up business na yem fan so toll land wa Accra na nkrafo no wako toll baby wako toll ma ba say ye nya hwemfiri ho nti ye de pay be raw business no. How would you feel as a person?
Me the make say they should go to the person who sold the thing to me, you know, definitely
I'll tell you. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Concession no what boss no.
I know you can say I was say bra kwan so no. There's a channel.
So you see it is your back sana see be defend say yakum nipa opia anya rights yakum nipa. But nipa sometimes you see I drink kakra o. Opi business no. Utini fa pen ko raw say come do nti ukoye dia ope. So wo bibia go to the government and now you can hear demonstration. Abanu na what say if so no nya free ho no odisiesie kro no enya company na tinchina twan company are you aware so ma employee nipa from Obuasi there which was part of their deal with the government no enti then obi di ne peko ho say ya buy na abenti ye ba be yeso ye ba be he ne ye sa de yeso so sa ne ma we so a uko defend sa ne ma we a ye kro na nko ye nim da o because of Pierre the Mrabesen, ye maya who say, Crona,
you see, them brush and Sandia, and the Ghana wouldn't want to go that way.
Said, oh, yeah, you answer be any Sabi. And you can't all pay a son, your man. Come over to me, sorry, I don't pay a yes, answer Moonway.
Nana. So some of me, so some of them.
Because I'm on Tia Symbias, I'm on 2 money educate you on Kakra. Anybody we and a fair, yen and in your home. But so we are the one farm now, cause now Cohen Bonia. At the Swako we are the any at all, Pepe.
Medasi, and see, that is how it is. And Brandy Dion to me and fan Shayan, sir. And Brandy Day Juman, I was saying Brandy Juman. That is what will help, as a nation. Because it's a rule of law country. And so, whatever it is, everything must be on the road. That is the way we've chosen to go. We chose democracy, over anything. Indeed, that is it. My time also. But, Obia from me, so I'll just give you 30 seconds. My time, I call, but 216, my mom, 30 seconds. Why? Not minimum way. Send away remedy there. Me corner saying you do the wabana there. My minimum way. 30 seconds. Yanko na me sorry so 216.
where am I?
Major Dupa open. Waiting Kamoko, and Abbe Minister Yashi, Abu,
But I must say, I'm not any a free one, another buy and or team, on your starting or more revival. Star, or was it some months? No, what's your smart at the kind? What you do may be control because of metal just £1, $1 cannot you be man $1. Well, Nayamuna SMC said, didn't another buy 8 years no. Any boom uncle no say echo no. And I say, the Motimo compare a Guinea Mubedia, and hold me a trouble, another 10 o'clock or Mudi boom, that cause some copedo mediano, and I just anona, Yaquas Adeno. Well, Omania, Yen I am I, but as a bit more, I am always on the Omba power, as will be at me and open. What I say, you must say 8 years on another basis, no, the baby boom, a corner, and some see, but in the sister, none is seeing. Somebody boom say a cock of a journey, baby, a white trouble. Well, I'm going to go in on a penna and maybe Muntaka a kind. Was there any paper? The BS again are not only the animal. Would I want a bobo, Mudino? They didn't be a bobo, eh? Well, you know, Munabotre. But as the Omunabotre, money in there for money. But the alcohol, your cost, there'll be any acquainted. So about say, so Samim Muhammad, Special could be a company, and ask him what I'm for, but say, or could be a company, but man, officer or Beko. So we have to Niska, tell me, I'm off in the other. And if it's a near Cosunia, you say, come on, talk more beer, more beer, she be a Hunia, Ecoso, if you are see baby. So to know Omunabotrena, or man, the man, I saw Monster, Omunabotre, man. So man, of course, we are in your quiet in the budget. No, but that's it, but that's it. It's exactly 2 p.m. and that's how we wrap up on the show. It's been weekend review here on Hot Digital Online Radio, the best Ghanaian station in the diaspora. Special credit to graphiconline.com, Adom Joy News, and hotdigitalonline.com. Thanks to this special, platforms. Let me say a big thank you to the boss himself, Boss Van Dyke, executive producer of the show, opening mouth for station manager, and so Medawasepa. Course in a banner, but I'm sorry, my time is up. And so that is how I say bye to you. Wednesday, and then let's look at more of this. And then I am born in Ghana Uncle Ye. Now, on my obey, if you're on your wall, and see a bear for me the eye. Uncle Poncho on count home. Happy weekend. I mean, I think the week has started. It's Sunday, week has started. I wish you all the best for the week. Uncle Poncho on count. No, you can say. Meeting your royal, and to make you bye bye.
Israel, Kaba Egypt, Ethiopia, Sudan, Kaja Fukushima, Wanime Kona, Wajashon. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, Wajashon. Wajashon. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, Wajashon. Manchester, Sumanguru, Wajashon. Osetutu, Wamasa, Yasantwa, Wajashon. Kaja Israel, Kaba Egypt, Ethiopia, Sudan, Wajashon. Akwaka, Bachimo, Wanya, Fokeracha, Akachuma, Wanya, Anunyam Feng. Akwaka, Bachimo, Wanya, Fokeracha, Akachuma, Wanya, Anunyam Feng. wanyamatu. Ameka onyangotu. Ameka wanyamwatumo. Ameka minyamatu. Ameka onyangotu. Ameka wanyamwatumo. Ameka wanyamwatumo. Buina tata kachimo waka wabanya. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Kaya danjino. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Nyumwabami. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Wachuchu wachuni. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Chuna mebama yo. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Kaya jenje sani mwabawa. Akwaka chuma wanye afokela cha. Akechuma wanye anu nyamfe. Akwaka chuma wanye afokela cha. Akechuma wanye anu nyamfe.
Online radio wherever you go. Download our Android app from the Google Play Store and our iOS app from the App Store.
Unity Link Fire! And you're fast, and you're safe. What's the new so you're easy? For our Android phone and our iOS phone, go Play Store and Apple Store, now downloaded the brand new Unity Link mobile app. Sikamania yamre, Sikamania yede. Baby wabia, Usikamania wansano. Ubetimia sending mobile money Ediako MTN, Vodafone, Tigo Airtel. If you Unity Link mobile app so what me to airtime, make sure credit. Ever wonderful our app is so. Send this free app is so to bank account. Semprenpreneur, what me could use Sikanu bank. What me send this call over 3,000 locations Wagana. I'm Nipani to me Jinasu Jiska. Ebet mom was send this careful debit card so and now credit card so download. Nasika money there. Your exchange rate no so dear ejran and also. Unity Link mobile app where dear. Partial.
Starline Shipping Enterprise and Logistics. Afei matwedi Starline Shipping beba ufie abefa woni oma dia kodu Ghana asumdie mu dia na ebia na wo amaade bi a wo pese obusuani nsaka e wo Ghana the next day onua emfa woni nche baabia Starline Shipping omo yema na yefe afei so omo ye removal se wote baabi a wotu akọ baabi foforo omo wo car sakese a omo de befa woni oma se wo pese wa wo ye wo container size bia omo high bi Starline Shipping Enterprise and Logistics ya basi ye beboa Ghana fo e wa ma no ye mamu bre enye kwa baby bia owo ewo UK ha frey ye wo boxes ne barrel all sizes ye banso a ye be package no ma na ma se di edu Ghana e ho ntechuma bia ye bo nso ta form obre etu atwa address Botany Way Perfect RM19 1SR frey wo 0740 509 3531 ana 0735 167 1457 email starline.door@gmail.com Starline Shipping Enterprise and Logistics, the UK Ghana shipper of choice. This group of company and the D-Legal beboa yen we yen krata asemu no afei de omo de Andy's Paradise Estate abawo
hey fiera I didn't know when you had show ho sa
akosia unti Andy's Paradise Estate the Hillview Grove aba gated community asase amansuni ho ay litigation free afei so opesi yesi a ye be si dynama rooms dudu bia wo payment plan so a ye be yamount ye obotom beso bia
hey any afi me dan Andy's group of companies at Daroma. Oh, Efiera, omo Andy's natural mineral water na.
Ayo, se say die eno no bia no wo ye wedding. Eye party bibi bia wo ye bia. Frey the best supply Andy's natural mineral water. Afei kai and the legal say e ma wo enfru nkrata sem.
Enti mebusia for mo Ghana so betimi aba na.
How and the legal best solve legal issues na.
Address 44 Broadway, Stratford, E15 1XH. Contact us on 0203 1300 751. Mobile 07852 411 330.
Website www.andydlegal.co.uk. And this group of companies.
Why the party there today?
Big Joe Restaurant. Big Joe Restaurant. Say had the bustle. Andy, try to is on my share Big Joe. Near Chile.
Hello.
Atai, in your Big Do restaurant, eh?
Safa, mini Big Do.
Oh, only Big Do restaurant. Big Do restaurant there at the Mufia.
Media my friend restaurant on wheels. Bass restaurant. One customer service in Kwani Kumin. And in the so homo fresh water ya. No dia ba. Big Do restaurant. As our drinks be and subi. They got varieties of Afro-Caribbean foods. Jollof rice, awache, rice and beans, ampesi, fufu and kwai biabi. Amutiori die. Bankone tilapia and sending crew. By now cherry tilapia. For your starters, you just chicken. Keep up and answer trophy. It is about so trust the and also you take away. Big Do restaurant. Now Friday, Saturday, Sunday dia.
Opening times 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday to Sunday.
Address Church Lane Car Park 11 4QS Leytonstone Car Park one Big Do restaurant on wheels.
Freya Ewo 07917 536 576
or 0771 6197 898. Big Do restaurant.
Apostle.
Big Do restaurant.
Abusiafo, emamwatena seba ene special edition so. Eya mansan delay ni. Yeka obi a waji ni din krom ha. UK, USA, ena Canada fo nyina so asan gina tumprekopa. Eya me guesti. Ewiase afana nyina ono ena ne exchange rate eya unbeatable. Na ne bibia so ye hwim. Sima kuma bi na wonsa kan bibia aba account mu direct na sanso akomo wallet mu straight. Seba animonyam mu eba ayemuyemu a me guesti na number 1. Esan the policy bakopa ye zero transfer fees on all international transactions. Osanso ye nipachichiwa Bank of Ghana agina tumprekope. Obi bisa se wine and obefia air bonin samrani. The one, the only Lemfi.
Cheodofo our UK, US, and Canada. Non download the Lemfi app no Play Store and App Store CC.
Discovering the newly refurbished Afro-Caribbean market on the Green Street, the Salaga Market. Yes, Salaga Market is now open with a selection of pure organic and a range of Afro-Caribbean produce, the very best and unique from Ghana. Ebusia Hola Mantem Osia di Kamfu. Salaga Market Abe PM Ewo East London. Metre se wo di Ghana nuane asroto abegum. Ebiti se best dry fish metre enamwa waho. Enye bare ni ne keka ni bi. Eye ne ehumoto wo di bon kwan a. Wa ubeti asie. All kind of salted fish. Chese ko bi momone erefia ni dankwansre. Metre se kakokra ebi wo ho. Eseweni nensa okatre. She woton fufu biti se plantain, cocoa yam, cassava, pounded yam. Empo garia emua wo ebi wo ho. Onia mpanyinse ahwene pankasa. Salaga Market adi ahwene papa abegu dwem. Emani mema die nyina ne yedi gusisie. Ne yedi tunan ensa ani komu. Ne buonso fufu. Wo herbal medicine biti se action bitters, alafia bitters, adum cocoa. They also have cream for eczema and all skin rashes. Their customer service is second to none.